Hey, hey, welcome to Soul Hearted Women on Purpose and your weekly energy insights for the 3rd of Feb. It's a beautiful sunny day here in West Yorkshire. I hope it is beautiful and sunny wherever you are as well. Doesn't the sunshine just bring you so much joy? Even in amongst all of the stuff. And I think that brings me to, the deepest sort of theme or feeling that I get coming through. Please do say hello if you're watching live, and if you're on replay, please do #replay. I'm just going to open on my phone so I can see you if you're there. Yeah, and the main theme of the week, it's kind of twofold in many respects. So there is this very uplifting, positive energy that is available to us all, as it's always available. And the other energy, I just keep getting peace in chaos, peace in chaos, peace in chaos. So, just really tap into what that means for you. Hello, lovely Caroline. Tap into what that means for you, because there is a lot going on in the world right now. There's a lot of just big energies, because there's a lot of change in there. Hello, lovely Emma. Welcome, lovely. There's a lot of change energy around. We've just been through Imbolc this weekend, which is the midpoint of winter. So we are now shifting towards that spring energy. And lovely Caroline, so nice to see you. And if you look out in your gardens or when you're out walking, you'll see the snowdrops coming through, the crocus bulbs. There is the trees are in full bud now. So there is change, and this change energy. Hello, darling Denise, welcome. And this change energy can be exciting, it can be unsettling. It can be all sorts of things, depending on, where you're at in your life, where you're at this week and this moment as you watch this, as to how you emotionally respond to change. But a lot of what I teach and mentor in Soul Sanctuary and in Goddess Isis Priestess training is about maintaining and anchoring peace within that change, because the only consistent and the only constant in this life is change. But then also leading ourselves through that change how we want to, reminding yourself that you have a choice and that you can choose your emotional response and you can change your emotional response. In the main, there are some innate emotional responses we have that we can't choose. But we do have a choice. We do have a choice, and it takes practice. As many of you will know, it takes practice to find your version of inner peace and calm, and to be able to, the self-mastery is being able to access that, especially when the storm is going on. When the tornado is raging around you. That is your unique ability to anchor and ground into your version of inner peace. And it will be different for everybody. There's lots of common themes. Being in nature is very peaceful. A lot of people find that. A lot of, empaths and highly sensitive women find tapping into their creativity, whether that be through journaling, through drawing, through dancing, through painting, whatever it might be for you. But when we step into that energy of creativity and inner peace and inner calm, we become more open and we become connected to source, the divine, unconditional love, where the highest truth and wisdom is accessible to us. Then we cannot access that in the stressy, fear, worry, anxiety, energy, state, or emotion, because we close. It's that natural kind of human defense. So I think the invitation is to practice your version of inner peace, because it's not just when shit hits the fan, right? It's also, and I know there's a lot of neurodivergent women in this space as well who will really get this. But when there's really huge positive change energy around and we get really excited about stuff, that is also an invitation to find inner peace and calm and anchor and ground, to sit with that creativity or ideas or inspiration for a little while before going 100 miles an hour headlong, and then maybe the extreme end of it is burning out. So when we maintain our own unique version of inner peace and calm, then we access the truth of ourselves, and we can take ownership of the present moment and who we truly are. Because what this essentially is about is this real huge paradigm shift that you've all been working on and with for a long time now, from doing into being. And the ego gets very shouty about that, because our ego and our humanness is very much about action taking and doing. But this shift in paradigm energy now is this leading with soul and with heart. And so that is far more about being than it is about doing, and to recognize the power and the strength in being, not doing. So let me know if any of that is resonating with you in this moment, wherever you find yourself and whatever time or day you're watching this guidance. Trust that you are watching it at the perfect time for you. Let me know. Drop it in the comments and let me know. So your crystals for this week. There's a whole blue theme going on with me and my energy today, isn't there? Blue cup, I've just noticed as well. So we've got angelite, and we have angelite. So I think this reminder to anchor into that angelic, peaceful, oh, that's brilliant, Sarah. Hello, darling. So anchoring into that peaceful, your version of high vibration energy, connected with your soul team, your angelic support, and that being your center point and where you always come from, think from, feel from, act from. The other second crystal is this beautiful blue agate. And blue agate is, it's a really high vibration crystal, and it's got a wonderful positive energy to it. And it's kind of showing me it tips the scale as I hold it. It's tipping the scale, because what it does is repel negativity. So whether that be negative energy, negative thinking, which creates negative energy, or lower vibration, it is remembering that even when the tornado is going on around you, when there is anger, frustration, outrage, injustice, and all the other stuff that we are experiencing in humanity, that peace and calm and beauty is available to you at any time. at any time and all the time. You just have to choose to switch on to that. And it is conscious, because we are naturally, innately programmed to check out the negative and spiral with it, because it's connected to our survival system. So, you know, it's not easy to shift your thoughts, but it absolutely is possible. And maybe you just set the intention every day that is, I choose to think and feel positively. This isn't about ignoring negativity or you know, fearful or worrying or anxious thoughts. I'm not a fan of toxic positivity in the realms of, you know, making it up. But it is kind of, okay, well, if I take some moments to find my version of inner peace and calm, how can I observe the negativity or anger or injustice or whatever it might be? How can I observe it differently? How can I observe it in a way that supports me, helps me, inspires me, lifts me? You have the choice to alchemize it. You have the choice to shift from negative into positive. There's always the choice. So let me know, is that bringing anything, those crystals speaking to you in any particular way? Are you gleaning something? Have you had a moment of, oh yeah? So I will share in my meditation this morning, Goddess Isis took me to a memory from 25 years ago. It probably was near enough to the day. And I was very fortunate, I was sat on Bells Beach in southern Australia. And it's a very famous beach. If you've also ever been lucky enough to go, let me know. But it's a famous surfing beach, and it is the beach where the film Point Break was largely filmed. Anyway, it was quite deserted when I was there, and I was given the memory today of sitting on that beach, and I was just staring at the waves for a long time. And these waves were on the rip tide was right on the shoreline, so these waves were just in more or less the same place, and these waves were easily 15 feet. They were huge. The power coming from the ocean was just magnificent and beautiful, and I just sat there and watched for hours, and so I was reminded that Mother Earth is very powerful, and we can tap into that energy. As one teeny tiny puny human, we can tap into that energy and work with it. So perhaps your invitation today is to call in the power and the strength and the cleansing and the rhythmic nature of our mighty oceans. Perhaps that is an invitation for you. Okay, so your cards. Oh yes, your cards. So beautiful segue with nature, spirit of the animals, oracle deck today. So let's see, what does everybody need to know? For their highest, wisest good. This. Oh, and it's come out upside down. So gosh, I'm aware of the news as well, having seen it on my social feed overnight. It's not specifically Canadian goose, but it is the goose. And this came out in the reverse, which for me, take whatever it means for you, but for me, when it comes out in the reverse, there is a very strong energy of pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. This is a focal point. So I'll read the words on the card and then talk about it a bit whilst I show you the image. So inner knowing. So the goose brings this energy of and a reminder of inner knowing. You are a brave traveler. And of course, as you're in this space, it's most likely you're an astral traveler and a traveler across dimensions, as well as physical places. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Yes. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. So what I take from this and what I really pick up from this is, don't let that fear and that worry and that doubt take over. Acknowledge it, listen to it, have a conversation with it, but do not allow it to stop you from continuing on your soul journey, your soul path in this lifetime. Remember the crystals, you know, you've got that reminder of the universe supporting you in the high vibration of angelic frequency, and the blue agate saying, you know, just be aware of the negativity, observe it. You do not have to carry it. You don't have to absorb it. You don't have to become it. And you don't have to become it in order to alchemize it either. So yeah, so the inner knowing, I think this is now the reminder of who you are. You are just as powerful as those 15, 20-foot waves on the beach and from the ocean. You are just as powerful because you have the conscious ability to connect in with that energy at any time. You don't have to be sat on the beach to connect with that energy, do you? You can do that in your heart space, wherever you find yourself. So I think this is the encouragement that you're not on your own. Wherever you journey, whatever brave steps you and your heart take going forward, you're not alone. You're supported and in fact celebrated. So blaze your trail, pioneer your truth, and know that you are witnessed and celebrated. Beautiful. So go fly like a flock of geese, my loves. Let me know thoughts, feelings, and where you're at. Okay, so a couple of things. So we've got the wonderful Elena Lafferty coming to speak in Soul Sanctuary as our guest expert this evening. Elena is, she's a dear friend of mine who I've known for a very long time. Oh, I'm glad it's been empowering for you, Caroline. That's awesome. You're very welcome. Yeah, so Elena is, she's a wonderful woman, and she's been very helpful, very powerful. She's a very powerful healer. She did help me on my cancer journey last year as well. But tonight she is talking, particularly for us women, all about awakening your inner diva and what that means. You're very welcome, Sarah. Thank you for watching and letting me know. I'm glad that it really speaks to you today. Yeah, so Elena is going to spend an hour with us this evening and she's going to deliver a really powerful, soul-hearted talk this evening. Our guest expert sessions are always absolutely fantastic, and I have no doubt, particularly having experienced Elena's healing and abilities personally, I have no doubt that this session this evening will be just as powerful. So how to awaken your inner diva is at 7 o'clock tonight. I'll drop a link in a second to drop in tickets if you'd like to join us just for this evening, and if you are ready to join us on your soul-hearted journey, then I'll drop a link to come join our membership as well. And then on Wednesday, we've got our second session of the year, my training and development sessions for soul-hearted women on purpose. So that's you in this group and this community. It's free for everybody. I'll do it live, exactly like this in Facebook. So if you can't make the live at 7 p.m. GMT Wednesday evening, then you'll be able to come in and watch the replay. Please do, if you think of some women, trailblazing women and change makers that you work with and are aware of that would find benefit from the training sessions, please do invite them in. So in January, we had our Visioning Quest, and that was January's Soul-Hearted Women on Purpose training and development. And this week is probably, I don't know what it is going to be yet, but it's going to be powerful. It's probably going to be doing a deep dive conversation, and I want it to be a conversation, not just me talking at you, about, you know, maintaining this peace and this powerful stance that you can own and create. But I will share more on that tomorrow and Wednesday. So 7 p.m. Wednesday evening is your monthly training, and going for the first Wednesday of every month now until December. So pop those dates in your diary. Okay, so have a really powerful, beautiful, anchored week. And I will see those of you coming tonight at 7 o'clock. And the rest of you I will see on Wednesday. I'm very much looking forward to it. All right, my loves. Have a beautiful week.